Churches, aka Crispy. I want to say a few things about financing, like personal finance and stuff like that. So to start off, statistics say that around half of all Americans retire with less than $25,000 in their bank account. Okay, that's not really good. So um, right now I'm talking a little bit. Before I know, but right now I'm talking a little bit about people maybe in the 20s and 30s, uh, you know, just try and put away some money because when you have that in a savings or a CD and it builds interest up and you don't touch it, you just leave it there. Um, by the time you retire, you have a lot more than $25,000, and it doesn't have to be a whole lot of money either. Um, I would say like even if you put like $500, that alone in a regular savings account builds interest. And if you want to go even a little bit farther than that, certificate deposits, that's what I'm talking about. $25,000, $1,000, depending on the bank. It used to be 1,000, now it's around 25,000 for IBC Bank. When I was 18, it was only 1,000. Now it's 25,000. But yeah, so it's kind of sad because when people are going to school and college, stuff like that, they're not, unless they're in the profession of actual business, then they're not really being taught finances and things of that nature about money. Because when you ask somebody, you ask your parents, you ask someone in school, like your friends and stuff, they don't know, they usually don't know what they're doing. You talk to somebody that is financially stable and secure, you can tell they don't have to necessarily have nice things to have uh, you know doing good with money. Like you could have a Honda Civic, or you could have a flip phone. You could have a flip phone. You could have a Honda Civic, and then in the bank account, you got $250,000 in the bank account. That's doing pretty good. You don't judge somebody off of what they have, because you don't know what they are capable of, or what they can do, or what they have been doing, or what they have been saving. Um, there was a story of this old man that I was watching the other day, and he had gotten homeless. He lost his job, and he was homeless for 3 years, sleeping under the subway, and things of that nature. He said, no one will notice me and stuff like that. Then one day, he found this guy to help him out, and they actually found a bank account that he had owned, you know, uh, a while back, and he had forgotten about it, and it was building up all these years, all of that interest, and so he had enough to retire and then some. Permanent housing for life. I mean, just straight up. He was good. So, moral of the story is: be aware of your financial situation. Be aware of. I'm sure you're aware of your financial situation. Be aware of how money works. You know, it's not all about making money. It's about what you do with money. It's about saving money. It's about how much you can make. It's everything in one. It's everything, because I used to think that I used to, not too long ago, because my parents, they're not really, like, I would not get advice from my parents about money whatsoever. Not to be harsh or rude or mean, but it's just the truth. They're really nice folks. I really love them a lot, but I would not get, really financial advice from them. Uh, I do a lot of research. I study the people that are on the 1% of the people on the top, millionaires, billionaires, multimillionaires. I really don't. I used to do, just people that, but everybody, I see what everybody's doing, more or less. But Warren Buffett, one of Warren Buffett's sayings is that, if you don't make money work for you while you sleep, then you're gonna work for money. So what that means is, uh, you have to make money work for you if you want to generate a true form of income. And when you're sleeping, it just means everything in general. When you're awake, when you're Excuse me, I gotta pop my neck. When you're awake, you're asleep, you're doing work, you're making money. When you're working like a 9 to 5 job, you're making money. But are you making residual income, passive income, royalties? Those three forms, they're closely related, but at the same time, they are the number one form of income. Why? Because let's go back to the saying. Make money work for you, you don't have to work for money, right? That money's working for you. It keeps coming in. Look at Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley. They're passed away. They're deceased. They're making more money than most people nowadays. But how? They're deceased. They created a good amount of royalties. Royalties that their family is still getting. They're set for life, but their family was already set for life because Janet Jackson. Their families are usually pretty, well rounded with things of that nature already. But familiarize yourself because people shy away from it. People shy away from there. They're scared to talk about it because they think that, oh, I talked to my aunt. I'll talk to my aunt. Oh no, the rich, the poor stay poor. The poor don't stay poor. If the poor mentally keep themselves where they're at, if you mentally keep yourself where you're at, you're gonna stay there. So you have to, I want to say open your mind, but you have to research and things of that nature. But I gotta go.
That take too
All right,
long?
guys, peace out. Subscribe and have a good one.